Olympic team. People are taking sides. What a shame. I don't like sports debate. Anywho, the WNBA announced that their TV ratings and their attendance are shattering records now with Caitlyn Clark. The television viewership 3.5 times greater than last year. Merchandise sales up 756% because of Caitlyn Clark. I was thinking about this. If the WNBA is the cake of women's basketball, the Olympics is the icing. It's only once every 4 years. All cakes are a little better with icing, but cakes are edible without icing, but every cake's probably a little better with icing, right? So not putting Caitlyn Clark on the women's basketball team is not going to crush the WNBA. But clearly it would help the WNBA if we met and recognized more of their really good players. Here's where I find the absolute hypocrisy with the WNBA, its players, its fans, and its media. For years, you can look it up. We did this morning, found multiple arguments, multiple articles. For years, the WNBA players lamented their salaries. Were outraged by their second-class travel. Often criticized the media for not covering them. So those were the three big knocks. We don't make what the guys make or even close. Our travel stinks. And frankly, our salary should be better. Well, Caitlyn Clark's already solved one of those, the attention thing. She's kind of solved for 2 years the travel thing. They're now going to charter planes. Don't you think you could get maybe a 5 to a 10-year upgrade in travel if Caitlyn went to the Olympics, introduced eyeballs to all these excellent players that you don't really follow? I mean, did you really know Mary Lou Retton before the Olympics? She was a top gymnast.
See, and this is what I wanted to talk about, because there's so much of this debate of whether or not Caitlyn Clark deserves to be on the Olympics, whether all of this popularity is even good. I was reading in some of the comments how they were, someone was saying to me, this is only good for Caitlyn Clark. It doesn't help the other players, this, that, and the third. And to me, that's where they got it all wrong, because Caitlyn Clark is the bridge to the NBA for a lot of these fans, a bridge to people liking other players, for them getting interested in it, right? A lot of people were introduced to Angel Reese because of Caitlyn Clark, and because of that, they're fans of Caitlyn Clark, and now they're rooting against Angel Reese. That's good for sports. Rooting against players is also good for sports. I know there's been that whole debate about the villain versus not and all of that. I've already hashed that out months ago. That's not what this whole conversation is about. But it's all part of it. It fosters both other fandom of other players as well as rooting against and hatred for other players, which is all a net positive for sports. People became Steph Curry fans who did not watch the NBA. They knew who LeBron James was, but they did not watch the NBA. Steph Curry brought them in. Then they rooted against LeBron James because they were Steph Curry fans, and then they were going back and forth during the Warriors dynastic run. That's the way sports works. That's how it happens. So all of it ends up being a net positive. The ratings are through the roof. Merchandise sales, like everything is through the roof. And it is all because of Caitlyn Clark. That cannot be understated. Last Olympics, the women, because women are all like, oh, well, it's all about the talent and this, that, and the third, and whoever deserves to play should be there, and that's what it's all about. The stadium wasn't even half full when the Team USA for women's won the gold medal. It wasn't even half full because nobody cares. Caitlyn Clark is there. Everybody cares. It's a sold-out crowd now. It's all over TV. It's just unbelievable that the WNBA is trying to reject this. That they're trying to actively reject the popularity, the money, the fandom, the things that they've been crying about for years. Colin Cowherd is massive in sports media. Massive. He is an all-time great, a GOAT. That's indisputable. It's not my opinion. It's just a fact. He is talking about WNBA now. He has not for decades of his long career. So to reject this is just insane. And other people are like, well, no, it's not just Caitlyn Clark. Yes, it is. Nobody was doing this until Caitlyn Clark. Get over it. Accept it. Embrace it. Be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. Someone else in the comments said, well, LeBron James wasn't on the Olympic team, his rookie or whatever. The NBA didn't need LeBron James at the time. They didn't need it. They already had star after star after star after star. So they didn't need it. They had Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Iverson. Like, LeBron James wasn't saving the NBA. The WNBA is nothing. Caitlyn Clark is not even saving it. She's building it. So it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that they just can't see the opportunity that they have. They can't strike while the iron is hot. And I got news for you. Based on steals, assists, points, Caitlyn Clark is doing better than 75% of the players that made the Olympic team. People want to talk about turnovers. Well, she's got a lot of turnovers. You realize the all-time leaders in turnovers, top 20, points per turnovers per game, total turnovers, however you want to look at it, they're all Hall of Famers. When you handle the ball, when you pass, when you have assists, when you dribble, when you're a point guard, when you're a ball-dominant player, when the game is going through you, you turn the ball over. You know who has the most turnovers of all time? LeBron James. Magic Johnson, all-time leader in turnovers, both total and per game. He's considered to be the greatest passer of all time. Whether it's LeBron or Magic, that's usually what people say. So this idea that people want to say turnovers, get out of here. What's better, win a gold medal and play in front of no one, or win a gold medal and have everyone talking about it for weeks at a time, being introduced to new players, now being fans of these other players? Tell me what's better. Yeah, the answer is obvious. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about this thing? I mean, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. With the WNBA, with Caitlyn Clark, should she have been on the Olympic team? Do you think she's driving the ratings? Do you think she should have been there for just ratings? Do you think she should have been there just from a talent? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing, we're building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of, and I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.